What's up, guys? Team Monkeys be here with another segment. I don't think it's called the same thing as the other one, but it's basically the same thing. Why is it so good? I got a couple comments on my deck when I posted it up at your Yu-Gi-Oh channel on people saying that I didn't highlight why the Quickdraw deck is good, and so I guess this is kind of the main reason, and also a review on this card itself. So Drill Warrior is the main reason why Quickdraw is good. It abuses Dandelion. The deck, that is not Drill. I mean, it can, but it abuses Dandelion to help get this out. And this card can even abuse Dandelion as well. Now, Drill Warrior, so we'll go ahead and start out with the basics. It's a level 6, so you're going to want to use either Drill Synchron, which is level 2, I think, and like a 4, or maybe a 3. I don't know. I don't even use Drill Synchron, so I don't know. It requires Drill Synchron and one or more non-tuners. That's good. It's a warrior, so there's a lot of searchability with that as far as like support cards. Let's see. It's Absolute Power Force, newest pack, so it should be fairly easy to get your hands on because it's only like, I think it's an $8 card right now, so if you want to pick it up now, it's pretty cheap. 2400 attack, 2000 defense, which are pretty decent stats for level 6. He's an Earth. So there's not too much support that goes along with that, but we'll go ahead and get on to the effect. So the first part of the effect is the one that isn't as important, but enough to mention because it does get around certain things. So once per turn during your main phase, you can have this card's attack permanently, in quotes, even though when it says permanently, apparently if it gets Book of Moon or leaves the field, it gets its attack back. So I don't know why they put permanently there. I think that's just so that you know. I guess that's the new way they're going to state it. But you can have his attack permanently. If you do have his attack, that is, it can attack your opponent directly this turn. Now, the big thing to note about this is you can cut his attack in half without attacking directly. The attacking directly is just an added bonus to cutting the attack in half. So the main reason you'd want to cut the attack in half without attacking directly, although that is a good reason to do it as well, is if your opponent tries to bottomless this, you can have his attack. He's now down to 1200, which means bottomless effect doesn't work, as far as I know. Now, I've heard some people say that he still gets bottomless at resolution, and I have some people that say it's not. I don't think there's an official ruling out, but that's not really that important anyway. The important part and why he's so good is the second effect. So, during your main phase, once per turn, you can discard one card to remove this card from play. During your next standby phase, special summon this card. If removed from play by this effect, then you can add one monster from your graveyard to your hand. So he's like a monster reincarnation, and what's good about that is, once again, Dandelion abuse. So you can pitch a Dandelion to remove him, get 2 tokens. Either synchro with those tokens, or, I don't know, tribute those tokens, or whatever the hell you want to do. Then next turn when he comes back, just add the Dandy back and then do it again. The other thing is once again, like the other ruling, it's not like with the halving thing, it's not like guaranteed. But apparently, if when he comes out and they try to bottomless, you can call priority and pitch a card and remove himself. Now, once again, this is in debate right now whether that will get around bottomless, but I'm sure most places will let you go ahead and do that unless they're like super serious. So like at a locals, I doubt that anybody will argue with you too much. Until that ruling is solved anyway. But, so the good part about this effect is that the last thing that happens is you adding a monster back from your hand, or from your graveyard to your hand. So the cool part about that is, first of all, that effect doesn't target. So let's say we have this Absolute Zero and this Chimeritic Fortress Dragon engrave, and this guy comes back. You got these two. You're going to try to bring back Fortress Dragon, obviously, because that's such a better card in this deck. So you're going to try to bring back Fortress Dragon. They DD Crow the Fortress Dragon. You can still go for Absolute Zero. Even though Absolute Zero obviously isn't as helpful right now, it still allows you to get a card back. So it's not like, oh, I just wasted that effect. And now the good reason about that is because that's the last thing that happened, when Drill Warrior uses his effect and comes back, he can't be bottomless, he can't be torrential, none of that, because it misses timing. So if they're not smart and they try to waste a bottomless or whatever, it doesn't work. Once again, like I said, this card is in huge debate right now because it is so popular, and there is no, like, I guess Konami didn't think that this card was ever going to see as much play as it did. But a lot of people are also saying that this card can't be oppressed when it comes back. Now, as far as the official ruling goes, there isn't an official ruling. If you look at how Royal Oppression is worded, it should be able to stop Drill Warrior from coming back because it negates the special summon of itself. So now, whether that means it goes to graveyard or it can never come back from being removed from play, we don't know. As far as I'm assuming it goes back to graveyard, but a lot of people are arguing the fact that because once again the last thing that happens is adding a monster back, the Drill Warrior or the Royal Oppression won't work because it's just like Royal Oppression. I mean, or Blackwing Blizzard. As long as you do this, last thing that happens is a search. It can't do anything. So Drill Warrior, it's a really good card. It's why Quickdraw is so good right now. If you didn't know all the effects that it can do, there you go. And now you know why it's good. Hopefully this will allow you to go out, guys, to go out and build a Quickdraw deck. Hopefully you won't net deck too much, like especially the ones that jump. Just because they do good at jump, I mean that doesn't mean that you're going to do good with them. As evidenced by me, I'm practically Mick net deck. Usually what I do is I find a deck that I like, I net deck it, just like I net decked my Quickdraw deck from Conrag's from MCO40's channel. I net decked it. I played like 2 or 3 rounds with it. Immediately decided that I hate it. So sorry for the anti shout out, dude. But I immediately decided that I hated his build and so a lot of the choices he made. So I immediately just went out and changed up most of the tech to my own, and now it's my deck instead of just a net deck from his. So if you guys want to build a deck, I encourage you to net deck a deck that you think you might try and then change it up from there. The deck from Jump should be out soon, so you'll be able to try out those. I highly encourage you to try out this and play this, not only because Drill Warrior is broken, but because I now have 2, one of which my mother pulled, because I don't open packs. I let my mom do it because she has like way better luck than I do. I don't open any packs anymore. But also because I paid $6 for my Drill Warrior, and if you guys start playing this deck, that card will go up to about 2025. So play this deck because it's good and because I want my card value to go up. Thanks, guys, and peace.